So this is a screen share of my iPad just so I can show you what navigating through the app is like. I've already have the app downloaded. This is what it looks like. So I'll just click on it here. So while ordering, I chose the All Grades catalog, which is why here you can see 3 different categories. I have access to the high school, middle grades, and early grades. Most teachers would only receive access for their level, but since this is from the viewpoint of the media specialist, I have access to all the grades. So let's just go to the middle grades. As you can see, they start off with staff picks and then they are listed by genres. So we have action adventure, biographies, comics, fantasy, historical fiction, humor, mysteries, science fiction, fiction, and informational, and then all middle grades. Let's click on the title. And by the way, there are about 1,500 books in the middle grades catalog. Let's click on any title. So if you wanted to read this book, well, first of all, when you pull it up, you'll get a little synopsis. All you have to do then is click Get. It'll also tell you what genre it's in, what ages it's good for, the publisher, the author, just the basic information. So we're going to click Get. And first it's going to start requesting. And then it will start to download. If you wanted to return the book, even while you're reading it or before you even start to read it, you can always hit Return Now. So when you want to read it, you just hit Read. I'll hit Read now. And there's the book. So you just scroll through like you would swipe with your fingers. And let's say you wanted to change the color background. You click in the middle of the page, put your fingers in the middle of the page, and you'll see at the upper right-hand corner, there is 2 icons, and you can change the font and the coloring. The last font on the right is the dyslexic font for kids that may have trouble with dyslexia. You'll also notice that there is a speaker, but the voice assist is not really very good right now. They suggest that you download another app called Medium, but that app isn't really helpful because it will literally read everything that's going on your iPad. Even when you're putting in your code, it will read your code out loud. So that's not good. Also, the next icon, when you click on that, that is going to give you just the titles of the chapters that are in the book. There you go. You can see. Table of contents. Now, the next thing you can do is you can go to the books that you have downloaded for yourself. At the bottom, you'll notice it says My Books. And when you click on My Books, it'll bring up the books that you have downloaded. And again, you're allowed to do 10 at a time, any 10 that you like. And what's nice about this is, for example, with The Key and the Flame, I'm reading that right now in Edmodo with a few kids during the summer as a book club. So it brings you right back to the page that you left off on. So that's a pretty good feature. Okay, so let's go back to, let's try the search icon now at the upper right-hand corner. So there's 2 ways to search for books. You can search by author's last name or you can search by title. So if we did a search for, let's say, Dan Gutman, I don't know if he's in here or not, but let's just see what happens. No results found, so he's not in there. But you can search by title or by author. I'll show you that. Yeah, here we go in middle grades. I'll put in Dan Gutman, and you'll see that Dan Gutman books come up. Christmas Genie is there. Mr. Hind is Out of His Mind. But you'll also notice that other authors with similar names, like Michael D. Guzman, wrote Finding Stinko, is there. So you'll see some other titles that come up. So the reason Dan Gutman didn't come up is because I was searching through my books, and I don't have Dan Gutman books in my own books. But in the catalog, if you were to search Dan Gutman, you would come up with his books. So now we'll go to the high school catalog, and you'll notice that again it starts off with staff picks, and it goes action adventure, biographies, fantasies, mystery, science fiction, romance, which is only in the high school catalog, fiction, nonfiction, and then all high school. And there are some great titles in the high school catalog. For example, let's go up to staff picks. And when you click on more, you'll see all of these staff picks. Now, one that I recently read was called The Truth About Alice. And here you'll see that you can download this book. And this is a very mature title. It should only be in the high school catalog. So it's a good read, but it is kind of mature. So you have to kind of know who your students are before you suggest books to them. And you really need to know what the books are about as well. So now we'll go to the elementary and take a look at some of the books that we have there. So elementary is set up a little differently. We have action adventure, animals, anything with an animal in it or an animal as the main character is going to be there. Biographies, chapter books, fantasy, fairy tales, and science fiction, humorous, mysteries, fiction, informational, and then all early grades. You'll notice under humorous, there are quite a bit, this is a very popular category, quite a few graphic novels are listed as well. And the kids really like these. There's some really great titles in the early grade catalog, and some really popular reads. Judy Moody's in here. You can notice here there's Grandpa's Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. There's even some books that are in Spanish. They have some Spanish language books and they're adding more. The Heidi Heckelbeck series is in here. So there's a lot of Drake, Class Clown is in here. There are a lot of really good reads.